My whole life I've always wanted to compete at an elite level in the 400 metre sprint, but I never seriously pursued that dream until about 4 years ago, when my mum made me realise that there are no more excuses and the time is now. So since then I've been doing everything I can to pursue that goal. No excuses. Curcumin is important to me because of its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits. So I need these because I have osteoarthritis in my right ankle subtalar joint. So as a sprinter, this joint is extremely important to enable super fast speed. So I use curcumin to keep inflammation down and also to slow the degeneration of my ankle joint so I can continue pursuing my goals. So I guess you're wondering, what's curcumin? So curcumin comes from turmeric, which is a really popular Indian spice. And apart from cooking, it's also been used for centuries in traditional Indian and Chinese medicines as an anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. So here we have the 2D version of the curcumin molecule. So you can see at both ends here we've got these aromatic organic compounds connected to the hydroxyl group. So they're known as phenols. And then in the central region we've got two ketone groups here. So the curcumin molecule is known as a polar polyphenol diactone. So here we have the 3D version of the curcumin molecule. So as you can see, I've used dates for carbon, pecans for hydrogen, and apricots for oxygen. So just going to take a step down so we can zoom into the functional groups here. So here, like in the 2D version, we've got the aromatic organic compounds here connected to the hydroxyl group, and the same up the other end. If we come down to the middle, we've got the two ketone groups. And then also important that I'm going to discuss in a moment is the CH2 group here. The way in which the curcumin molecule functions as an anti-inflammatory and antioxidant is not yet certain. However, there is agreement that it's actually the antioxidant properties that stops inflammation from occurring to begin with. For example, some studies have shown that it's the central diactone group that has the ability to bind to metals in their free radical form and neutralise them before they initiate an inflammatory response. Other studies have also shown that it's the hydrogen and electron donating ability of the phenyl groups and even perhaps the CH2 site that again neutralises the free radicals prior to triggering inflammation. The hydrophobic parts may also bind to the polar heads of phospholipids, accumulating on both sides of the cell. This prevents harmful molecules from attaching to the membrane and therefore helps slow degenerative conditions like my arthritis. In conclusion, curcumin helps me keep my inflammation down and slow down the degeneration of my arthritis through its antioxidant properties.